Hi, I'm Jibo. Today I'm talking about 4 films I made and something I have learned. The first film is called Unexpected. The content of the film is that when a person returns home and finds that her friend is injured, she begins to be very anxious to try to save her friend. In the end of the film, we find that her friend is a broken toy. In this short film, I'm the cameraman and I also do the editing. At first, I was planning to borrow Canon C100 for Kid Store to shoot, but I booked it too late. I have to book Sony A7S and try to use it. Before shooting, I checked how to use this camera online and try my best on the shooting date. Also, I read a book Master Shot 1 which teach me how to arrange cameras in different scenes, how to position them. It is very useful for me and give me many examples to let me understand the knowledge. So I finished the rough storyboard with the help of this book. In this film, I think I get some nice shots and use visual languages, like here. I try to shoot the scenes with oblique angle. I wanted to bring the viewers a more nervous, more anxious feeling. And here, I used close-up shot to show the stronger emotion. However, there are some shots here that I'm not doing well. This part, I don't have a good focus here. Also, I didn't focus on people in this part. In the editing, I didn't make some connections. For example, this part I think is not good enough. Next time, I want to raise the camera of this clip up until I can see the face of the character. Then, I want to change the end of the shot. I think my final editing is not so good. It still doesn't express the effect I want. The next film is Promise. The story is about a married man writes to his wife and think of the past they have been together. But we later discover that he had already liked a man and lived together. He broke his promise with his wife. At this time, I tried a position I have never done before. I borrowed recording devices like this one. I found this is a hard job. I need to hold it all the time until the shooting finish. When I do the lighting, I read this book before we filmed. Understanding Movies. This book has introductions to light and shadow. Let me know some knowledge about lighting. I found that lighting is one of the important keys of a movie, and a filmmaker can express emotion through lighting. So I gave some advice about lighting to my team. In this film, I record the sound very seriously, but I can't follow the cameraman very well because the camera moves very fast and I should make sure that there are no recording devices in the shot. So I'm dodging. For the lighting, I put the reflected paper on here, then illuminated with a LED light. Because the director wants the blue light, so I put the blue paper in front of the LED light. But I think I didn't control the lighting very well. And I want to make the environment look darker to express the contradictory mentality of the characters. But the director disagreed. Next time, I want to make more details on the light and try to shape the mind of the characters through the light. The third film title is Broken. This time, I want to be a cameraman again. Because I'm bad at shooting, so I want to train my ability to control the camera. The story of this time is very simple. We designed a person to work, but his computer is broken suddenly, which makes him very annoyed. After we came up with the story, I decided to think about how to shoot better, so I read Master Shot 2, and I found some inspiration from this book. So I want to use the skill I learned to make this film. Look at this shot. I use a low angle to shoot to make the room look narrow and give a lot of pressure to the viewer. And this shot, I try to use bird's eye view to show the pressure and the powerlessness of the characters. I think this is what I did well and did visual languages. However, in this shot, I didn't focus on character because I'm not familiar with the focus ring. The same situation has appeared in this sense. I think I still need to work harder and keep thinking, so that I can master the camera. Next time I will be familiar with the use of the focus ring and put the character on the focus. Also, I think I will use ultra wide angle lens to shoot some scenes. I think it would be better. The last film is inverted. This story is about a doctor trying to treat a patient who does not cooperate with her. At the last shot, the patient is the doctor and the real patient is the former doctor. They change. And I work as a director and editor in this short film. The inspiration for me is a movie, Shutter Island. And I also read the book, Understanding Movies. Yeah, I mentioned it just now. Before this brief, I read this book most of the time and know lots of information about what directors should do. I will communicate with the actors to let them know what to do and tell them about the shooting process. I repeated shooting until I got the shot I want, and I try to make the beginning of the film very quiet.
Well, how about you tell me how you're feeling right now?
In the climax of the story, I will use the music to let the emotion burst out. I want to use this 1-minute story to bring the audience interesting content. I think I did well in this point. When I was editing this film, I went to YouTube to find related videos to learn the editing techniques. I used seamless transition between I learned from the YouTube to show the interchange between the characters. I did well on editing languages and audio languages in this film. Another point I did well is when I was editing the flashback, I tried to adjust the color to red to show the tense atmosphere. However, as the director, I didn't release the actors' emotions so well that their performance were not outstanding. There is also have a serious disadvantage for me. Look, when the characters talk, I use different angles to shoot character. It makes the film look so bad. And at the time of the transition, the characters that appeared should be a little further. Otherwise, it looks so weird. I should keep this mistake in mind and I won't put it again next time. If I shoot this film again, I will make the conversation sense look more professional, make my film look more comfortable. Last thing is health and safety. During the filming of these 4 films, I summed up 3 points. Firstly, when going out for outdoor shooting, especially on the roadside, we need to pay attention to the road conditions. I will always remind my team be careful with the car. Secondly, when I need to standing in a high position to shoot, such as standing a chair, I will make sure that I balance before shooting. Thirdly, when I want to use sharp tools to shoot, such as knives and needles, I have to be careful with these tools and put them in a safe, untouchable place after shooting. This is what I'm going to say today. Thank you.